Deion Sanders, Colorado Buffaloes record prediction. Georgia Tech upset alert. The Colorado Buffaloes and coach Deion Sanders are building a new offense ahead of the 2025 college football season. But the team has a high ceiling in a recent record. Prediction for the Buffaloes. Colorado could be a top team in the Big 12. The Buffaloes season will kick off on August 29th against Georgia Tech. The Colorado Buffaloes are heading into a season full of unknown after losing many starters to both the 2025 NFL Draft and the NCAA transfer portal. Colorado coach Deion Sanders and the staff have a lot to overcome, but they still have a talented roster that will compete in the Big 12. Entering the season with multiple new starters on the offensive side of the ball can be a challenge, but there are still high expectations for the Buffaloes. On 3's J.D. Pickle put out a record prediction, calling for Colorado to put up a fight in the Big 12. Pickle believes Colorado will only lose 4 games in 2025. Your 4 losses are to TCU, Iowa State, Georgia Tech, and Utah. Pickle said, "The overall product of football, I think, will be better. I think you'll see a more physical team that is continuing to take on the identity that Deion Sanders wants them to have. I think they'll have that extra loss during the regular season, but they could still finish 9-4 with a bowl win, which is what they were this past year." Colorado had one of the top defenses in the Big 12 last season, and the unit is once again on pace to succeed. It is the offense with the most questions. With Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders and Tampa Bay Buccaneers cornerback and wide receiver Travis Hunter gone, there are big shoes to be filled. Hunter is not the only wide receiver off the roster, with LaJohntay Wester, Will Shepard, and Jimmy Horn Jr. also off to the NFL. With the team's top 4 wide receivers no longer with the team, there will be an adjustment period, especially for quarterback Kaidon Salter, which is why Pickle argues the Georgia Tech game will be a loss for Colorado. I think the game against Georgia Tech worries me a little bit. Georgia Tech has more continuity, Pickle said. I think Kaidon Salter starts for you, but I think it might take a second to get rolling. Salter spent 4 seasons with the Liberty Flames before transferring to Colorado. In 2024, Salter finished with 1,886 passing yards, 15 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. Salter does have a high ceiling, but the Week 1 game against the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets could involve a learning curve for the quarterback, resulting in a loss for Colorado. Wide receivers Drellin Miller and Omarion Miller are the 2 players to watch for to step up this season. The Buffaloes also have 4-star wide receivers, Adrian Wilson and Quanell Farrakhan Jr. coming in. Sanders has a talented team coming in. It may just take time for them to adjust to their roles. The potentially surprising win that Pickle is giving the Colorado Buffaloes is on November 22nd against the Arizona State Sun Devils. While the Buffaloes may be predicted to have a rocky start, Sanders' team is expected to gain momentum and finish the season strong. Colorado finished the 2024 season with a 9-4 record, which may be the same as Pickle's 2025 prediction, but the difference is that this season the Buffaloes would win the bowl game. The Big 12 Conference had 4 teams finish with a 7-2 conference record, and it is once again difficult to predict. Colorado does have changes to the roster, but a talented team and a coach who turned a 1-win program into a 9-4 team in 2 years. Sanders has a big season ahead to prove he was worth his contract extension, but should not be counted out. Colorado will kick off the 2025 season against Georgia Tech on August 29th in Boulder.